That. Yeah, to see the process. No cuts, no nothing. Lovely. Okay. Hair's looking a little wild. Try to fix it, but start making my cuts. It's not looking that bad. Need to fix the lineup. Got a little hairs coming out right here. Gonna learn to fix that, but I digress. So I have like 4 or 5 videos that I'm posting. It's gonna be technically the sixth or seventh one. I don't know why sometimes I forget to post it, but I have been consistent. Just haven't just put it out there, so I just need to legit just post it. So all of them are being prepared. I just need to think of titles for each and every one of them. Um, but let's get straight into it. So I just listened to my first ever video, the new beginning one. That one was interesting because at the time my focus, and that was a couple of months ago, 6 months ago, was the editing and designing on Figma and Framer. I learned a little bit about Framer, learned more about Figma, but I kind of put that on pause. The main focus now is really just the business. Like I told you guys, I don't know if you guys remember it or will remember in the one of the previous videos I said, um, as I have taken a break, the goal is to completely fully drop out of college. My mom was like, okay, if you're gonna do this, I fully support it, but you are going to need to focus on one thing because you focus now on my website designing business, my clothing, and my social sphere, my marketing agency slash um whatever. So I'm not gonna get too deep into it, but you guys get the point. Sorry, I'm just trying to fix my hair while I speak to y'all because it's irritating. Um, but as I digress, I have gotten to a place where it's like, damn, things will slowly change, or not damn. Let me say this. So, darn it, not but but I've gotten to a place where I am in a thought process of things are going to change according to what I'm interested the most at, right? And I'm interested in all of those things, but I haven't put full amount of time. And the best thing I could have asked for that my mom could do is she gave me small amount of time and she said pick one thing. Now she said if you make progress, then you're good to go. We'll see how that comes out. I know my mom kind of sometimes changes her word or plays around her words a little bit, so hopefully mom keeps to her word. She always keeps to her word, but you know how moms get. You guys know, especially like culture moms. So anyways, so that's the kind of goal, and I appreciate her for telling me to focus mainly on that because me focusing on one thing is better than trying to focus on so much. So this is kind of going to be the order of what I might be focusing on. So the first thing I might be focusing on would be the or right now is social sphere. So signing people, getting contracts, learning how to bid, and then optimizing that, and then creating a system and hiring people, and then just boom, 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 boom from there, kind of thing, right? Then it has the clothing brand. Clothing brand is going to be its own thing. It has to do with marketing. I need to learn how to market on itself, learn how to do my marketing, learn how to do this. Or if I make it so much more money, I can pay someone who's insanely well, learn how to do it myself in the beginning, and then outsource to people because I feel like if once I know the skills and all stuff, I can direct the people. And even if I don't completely know it, I will still want to learn it because then I'll be able to think of different stuff for myself. If that makes sense. And like I like starting stuff from the ground up. But anyways, it'll be focusing on the clothing brand once or even once the social sphere thing becomes super easy and there's always going to be room to optimize, but in that set season of my life it won't have enough to be optimized. Everything's running smoothly. I'll focus more on that because again, there's no better time to start than now because you're always going to be busy. So, and if you try to do it at the perfect time, then that perfect time is going to have an end point and then you won't be able to focus on it. So might as well focus it when you're busy. So when you do have perfect time, it's more time to do something else or relax or whatever the heck you want to do. But anyways, I digress. Um, so yeah, I think it's gonna be one, the right now is social sphere. Then two, I'm contemplating on either strictly focusing firstly on the clothing brand or the website stuff because I love designing websites. I love designing that stuff. It's fun to me. I just haven't gotten around to it and I haven't really upped my levels. I've gone to a really good level, but I can be better. But I need to obviously focus on one thing. So whatever is I'm most passionate about will be the thing I do. I think it will, and especially too as I get bigger and bigger and bigger, and I things become easier with social sphere and all this kind of stuff as well aligns. I will be able to like do more and other stuff and not focus out on it as much. So yeah, but for the clothing brand, I don't know if I've talked about it, but it's called Aila Ariqa, which means a family of noble wealth, old money, and respected money. So it's gonna be kind of like that. I have like right here like so. Hopefully, I'm gonna put this down, and hopefully y'all can still hear me. I just need to untangle or rearrange this shirt inside out now, so I'm just trying to reverse it. So kind of like hoodies like this, or cable knit hoodies that you see, or shirts like this, or cable knit hoodies that or sweaters that you see from like Polo, stuff like this, but with an Arab twist to it, specifically Saudi Arabian twist, like my culture. I want to add that into it in some way, shape, or form, but very simple and very modern, and but also with that the old money type of aesthetic. So yeah, learning to do that. So I think as what I was trying to say is as I get more and more like I don't want to say get more money because money is the thing, but like like kind of like using the terms get lit, whatever. But as I progress in creating more cash flow and more money that I can spend on clothes like this, I'll be able to get to see what I like, what I don't like, and then here and there learn. And then with the website stuff, what I've seen is somebody has one where for people who know Figma and frames, all that kind of stuff, where it creates the frame layout, so you can just kind of go in and do that. And then some places like Wix, um, and other places like they create the whole frame AI based inside and out. I'm like, okay, that's really good. Another YouTuber does something where you can go to his website. I think he's making a plugin. I don't know if you have to pay for it or not, but you are going to have to basically put what's it called? It's just like frames, like so small sections of certain frames, and how it could look like in different types of ways, in so many different ways. You can just plug in, play kind of thing. And then there's another place that what is it? I think that's basically it. Yeah. So what I kind of want to do is I want to come in and do all of those, but also yeah, they're all paid for. So I want to do all of those, but then also it can in each thing you can like instead of just saying create me a font, create me a frame, change this frame up, make it more like this, like where it puts certain fonts, and these fonts are unlimited. I don't want people if the font that's there they can download it and they can put it on their like easy way to put it on their Figma or frame or whatever the heck they're using, um, and so yeah, they can like make the font more bold. What is a better font for this? And it changes the font, it changes the image, and it brings real images and like images that are you're able to use that are not licensed or whatever. And then it would also say like in a text recommend like certain areas where it's like there's recommendations or comments like recommend you take your own photo shoot depending on the business, whatever it is, something like that, right? And yeah, so it does everything for you. It does a whole thing in just the frame layout, then and it gives you like three options, and then it gives you the whole, and then out of those three options, it gives you, and those three options just fully designed, and you just kind of plug and play there, and then with each frame it will kind of like I also wanted to have 3D stuff, so stuff with motion and stuff that they don't know how to do. There's like an eye icon where they can click and it just shows them how to do it depending on which thing they do, and it directs them to a video that we have. And the videos are high production and they're not like how Wix does it and all that kind of stuff. Like I want it to be very accessible and very easy to learn and free, right? But then also if you can do everything you want there. And what people can usually do is they can, if they want to, they can just copy the hell they see, like they just look at it and then just design it themselves, or they can put it in and as like for example Figma plugin, and it works perfectly. The only thing is you have a certain amount of tries. A lot of people do certain days, whatever it is, like how many days for free, so you can basically do unlimited until the end date. And then some people do like Wix or I think it is Dora. You can basically do some random what's it called? You can do like it's a certain limit of how many times you can do it, and it doesn't matter when you do it. It's just that's all you have to run. So I thought, why not I increase both of those so that once it becomes a habit for them to be using it, then they end up having to pay. So I kind of do that, and yeah, and I want to see how can I do it when it comes to their device because a lot of people can just make a second account and do the same thing over and over again. So how is that profitable? But that can just be a risk we take, or I figure out ways where it understands the device. There's no way you can't remove the device. So it says when you log in, and the website will be like, we allow us to use your device to understand this device code, whatever it is, and we just have it in our database. So if they try to do it again, they can't. Something like that. That's kind of the idea of that process. If someone ever watches and takes this idea, then remember I have said it first. But yeah, so something like that is kind of the goal for the website one. And then you guys already heard me that I want to have it like how Represent has their stuff where it goes from there. And then I want to have like Represent also has their 247 kind of thing where it's completely different than the regular stuff. So I want to incorporate that where like maybe I start adding also into the old money type of aesthetic. How can I bring modern into that? Like with tracksuits and these type of hoodies and stuff like that. Because like I obviously like to dress in different ways. So yeah, those are kind of that's kind of the goal to like incorporate both styles and put it under one kind of net, I guess. Um, and what else? What else is there to know? Yeah, so that's about it. I haven't been. I feel like because I am content and comfortable with where I am at, my mom has done really well for us, and like there's a lot of stuff everyone still struggles in certain areas, but there is like I don't have to worry about paying for rent, food, stuff like that. So I am thinking about um I don't think I will because I have it easy now. Like I don't have to worry about anything right now, like paying bills, any of that. But I'm thinking maybe I'm not working as hard because of that. And I'm thinking about maybe getting my own apartment once I get more cash flow coming in. Because with the with the business, when it does really well, I'll be able to do that more. And the second thing is also the work I'm going to be doing. I'm doing a door-to-door sales job, and it pays really well if I do really well. So I know I'm going to do really well because I've been legit sitting here watching Alex Ramosi videos about closing, and like I have written or let me see if I can clip this in. Hopefully, it's not loud for you guys. But like, you have this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think 7, 8, 7, 8. Yeah, 8. 8 just like and this was like 25 minutes only of talking. So I was like, okay. I'm gonna do this. I wanted to do it back to back, but I did this like 3 days ago. So I'm gonna do the rest today because it's a weekend. I have time for that. So yeah, I'm gonna really learn the art of closing and selling, so that if I do really well with this with my door to door sales, I can also incorporate that in my cold calls. So yeah, and then stuff I've added because I need to do more is figure it out and focus on the output. So usually when I don't know something, I tend to just give it to ask other people, which is a good thing because there's no problem with asking for help. A lot of people don't want to do that, but sometimes I do it too much, and I do it when I don't do the full work. So doing that would be way better. And then follow up with all clients with emails and calls to make sure I'm getting back with everybody, checking in. I want to figure out also a system on how I can get my stuff done and make it very simple. I'm also thinking about making an app for that later in the future, so it could be something. Like because I know there's like Trello and all that kind of stuff, but it all seems like too much going on. I just want to make it super simple. Like click this here, this there. These are my tasks, events, whatever this kind of thing. And then also don't tell anyone anything. Let them figure it out. I'm trying to do that a lot more. Oops. And yeah, that's really about it for everything. So yeah, I'm going to clean my room. I've been hearing this little bit scattered areas, a scattered mind, or whatever how it goes. And I'm not really that scattered, but my room is a little messy, so it's making me feel that way. So I might be that way. Who knows? But yeah. So I'm trying to clean up, get everything out the way, and think it is. I don't know what time it is, but should be around the 11ish mark, not almost 12. And if it is 11, I'm trying to get this done by 12, and then do finish the rest of the writing, look for projects, um, send out a few emails, and you get ready for tomorrow, and then play some tennis. Um, Pick up my sister, and then maybe do some more work at the end. So yeah, I also want to redefine my schedule. So a few things I want to switch up, a few things I want to be more strict about. So yeah, inshallah, all goes to plan. Appreciate you guys for listening. I hope you guys having a great day. Hopefully, you guys can take something out of this of just me speaking on the mic, and hopefully, it takes us somewhere. Um, إن شاء الله ربي يقوينا في إيماننا، وإن شاء الله ربي يسهل علينا ويرزقنا يرزق لنا ويحمينا ويغفرنا ويساعدنا في أي شيء إن شاء الله يا رب. Um, God protect us, sustain us, have mercy on us, and we in every decision we make. Inshallah, ya Rab. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Hope you guys have a good one. Peace.